Hello everyone. Turbo's Wells here. I am back. Sorry about that. So yeah, the reason why I didn't stream last night was due to several things. One was, honestly, work was kicking my butt. It kicked my butt so hard, I apparently am starting country now. And two, I ended up getting my new computer in. And so, like, it's a pain in the neck and a half to figure out how this thing works. It took me hours to figure out that something was going on with the software, and it took me even more time to figure out that I needed to plug in the Wi-Fi USB port thingy in order to access the Wi-Fi, and for some reason it keeps dropping sometimes, so I'm having to just go through all this. I'm still troubleshooting all this crap. I may have to end up getting a new Wi-Fi detector thing. But other than that, we good. Let's continue on with the main quest anyway. So, I'm playing as Viper because, honestly, I kind of like it. I'm saying I'm not going to be playing Red Mage or Victimancer. Actually, I need to level up my Red Mage, but yeah. Sound the bell, school's in. Woo! Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to study, as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholark Montijan and thank him for coming to our rescue at the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come to see us following the hearing, only to find that we had already departed for Thanvir. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the crud out of chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for you to stroll in the others, I ought to know the perfect time to pay my visit. Can you join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too. I assume Alpha can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to the phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studio for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them I will not be long. It's snowing! Seriously, there needs to be a... Alfie, what are you... Still having issues? Heading out for the stroll. Scholark himself is here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him. Though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studio. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Alphaland, of all people, is worried over his reputation, and at our alma mater, no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go! Luckily, I got the Ethernet cable plugged in, so we should be good. Here it is. Phenomenal. Well, I expect you to while I expect you to have noted it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up by expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and hosts to administrative offices, and so forth. As a center, what would later become the studio, it was established to promote the study of aetherological phenomena, hence the name. Although with aether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, even the universe itself. And then, within 432nd year of the 6th astral era, phenomenon was decreed complete and the studio officially opened as a place of learning. Long and storied history, this is without a question the world's leading authority into aetherology, the arcane, the occult, astronomy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Charlian's foremost educational institute. Always did enjoy giving the ground tour to new students. Hey, does this mean I can enroll? Indeed. I've lost track of how many times he's recited that same foppish speech, such as his undying love for his old stomping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest into the stadium, granted with highest honors in magical arts and aetherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on, you both joined the stadium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. I see you to say, but Alphenum actually entered half the year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I'm certain not the stadium's most notorious master debater. In all respects I've ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, I just remember that it was this was where the legend of Alphen Livier began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully, we'll be somewhere more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphen, and with a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scarlet Motkin. Other faculty tend to frequent his office, but fortunately for us, he is fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. I want to see something. What do you look like? Ooh. Oh! Ooh, guys! Oh, this looks epic! Oh, this looks so awesome! Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna need to dye all of them, though, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Come on. Oh, hey! What do you know? Something bell? Oh, I sold some stuff. Woo-hoo-hoo! It looks so awesome! Let's see. Oh. Well. Should I keep? See, I don't know. Which looks better? I'll keep it black for now. Oh yes, it looks so awesome! Alright. Blend of yogurt and spices. Ugh. No, thank you. That was Alphaland Lavier, wasn't it? The Alphaland! He's with his sister, Emma Melson's granddaughter. This can only be one thing. An event was an episode-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Oh, sorry. You said you were looking for the Skylark, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but this Alphaland should have a better idea. Wow! Alfie, good night. You are such a... I assure you, I'll tell you all about it after my business. Oh, that's... Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wow! What? Wow! Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha! Oh. Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. Am I right, aren't I? Wow. Oh, hustling me. An orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to the Searchers Meet. Let me start with the question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the stadium? That's right, books. And what is the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal here at the Searchers Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we have it in our stores, then we simply off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Piazza, this, tongue of Gianto, that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly some of our students are trying to accomplish. This school being the school of magic. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I have tracked down many merciless knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. So what you tell me is, you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for a scholar? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock. Oh, you mean him? He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in, and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory, students. Home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Wow! In the time it's taken me to tell you all this, Scarlet's probably headed left. Best of luck to find him. I feel you'll need it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this outfit! I love it. It's blue. Hello? Boom! Oh. Yes, the Scarlet was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall mentioning where he was planning on going next. We parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps one of the auditoriums. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Remember you?
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Is he serious? Alright.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third? Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The seventh umbral calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose.
Something about this doesn't add up.
But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
That ink will have
I
personality.
would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Faculty. I'm curious. Oh, okay. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motive. And the mysteries of life itself, for goodness sake. It's funny, I came here with the extent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted to him before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better be acquainted with Sophie's Cornwall and the Skulls suggested, while I share the findings with Rhea. No, thank you. Next. 82? Are you serious? We're going to Parliament? Seriously? Oh my word. Sorry, I'm looking at the, honestly, I kind of like that one. The, 85. Level 85. Ultimate Omega. Twin Fangs looks cool too. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. It looks so awesome. Dark Horse Champion.
Squirrely S campaign is being shot cause I think we losing another person.
Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, hello Mage, how you doing? Weiss. My good friend. My friend. Welcome.
It may or may not be better this way.
Well, whatever works. In the meantime, we are adding another person to the campaign. You guys remember Pup? He is going to be a regular, as far as I know. I'm in fact working on a new intro as well. It's taking time because I need the specific models from Hero Forge in like different positions and all that stuff.
I just want to play DD.
Yeah, I know, but the thought of this project had me like super excited. So I'm really interested. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the stadium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from my fellow signers. As expected, news of the Warding Scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leaderships of the grand companies of the Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa-Lomanska. So the time's come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but it does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. But let's see what awaits us in development. I love the outfit! I love it! I should have dyed it years ago. Or whatever. Days ago. Let's stop looking at the scales house storage. Give me a hand, would you? What do you think of the outfit, by the way? Whew! I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. Shouldn't complain, though. Vitra and the Alchemists and the Great Lord put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales. Must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us?
I am going to steal your clothes.
No! Did you have to word it like that?
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh man. Oh. As much as I would love to escape the Form's watchful gaze, I have no choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capability as an official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, Well, you can imagine how that would
Free
go.
while you have your clothes stolen.
I'm sorry. Oh, man. I shall remain here, do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have news of our own to share. I look incredible. Dyed it blue. Oh, I should have done that ages ago. Tide is about to turn. I can feel it. Delivers in La Mosca. Currency. I don't have enough to get ahead. Whatever. I will soonish be. I think. Turn to the seaport. Away! I'll be right back, guys. I just got something. I got an important message right quick. The cookies are done. I'm back and I have cookies. My apologies for calling you away from Charlie at short notice. On the contrary, we're honored and grateful. I'm pleasantly surprised to be joined by such a esteemed company. It was only right the discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our foes struggle to contain the threat that preserves with the towers, and it's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken initiative to wheels in motion. Be sure to learn that we're all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails?
CH4JDBXF4LYZSA4A.
Thank you for the clip. It hinges entirely on boarding the scales and our ability to utilize the potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlium, the Allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts. No one's in sight. To make matters worse, such an abundance of kobolds
Your no was too good.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look at that later. Surge and abductions of beast tribes have risen to increase the number of primals as well. But your triumph at the other tower has given us hope once more. Time has come to free ourselves from this menace. As it is you, the Science of the Seventh Dawn.
However, your clothes are still mine.
No. Buy your own! Science of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of the forces will continue to hold the Teflori at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike the enemy's heart, Gauntlet. This brave few will be the Isambard contingent. Think such promise in a short span.
I be by my own, and what I bought happened to be yours.
Its objectives are twofold. First is to provide aid to the people of Garland. Previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tampered. Robbed of their free will. They serve as the Temporis every whim without a question. They too are victims. It's our duty to deliver them from the suffering. Not a strategic and political game, but that is the right thing to do. Do not ask that we set aside decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I'm only asking and choosing to remember that we do not forsake our compassion for immorality. For without that, there will be no recollection, only death without end. Aye, on all that we can agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Ulianja observed at the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's a reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make our headway, though same can be said with the temporal teleopery. It's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. It would appear to be subjugated by Stoller's analysis of the Tower's influence in aether currents. Based on our observations inside the Tower of Zot, the Spires siphon aether from the lands, consuming to maintain their form, however draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The access of aether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it's not harnessed for our benefit. Oh, good lord! It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the largest spire in the capital. It's logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, bring the schemes crashing down along with their infernal attacks. It's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales of being our way. I want you and your scales to join the Congress. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Companies of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. No. Oh. The people of Garland. Stoller, Thancred, and Ulianja have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contenders. They are positive that you would come to the same conclusions they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction is correct. Once you deliver the warning skills to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Isambard. Larband and Lord Amric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. warm clothing, furs and like. Without it, the cold would do you in before the Telophrei so much to draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy as long as you're gone. I'm feeling this one. Create diversion. Now go. Safe knowledge that Eorzea will be as you left it. Or better. So, Allie, maybe you should change it to something a little bit more warmer, because those shorts.
Anyways, I am starved for DD.
Well, if you're willing to wait for one more week, the next segment of the Odyssey of Tyros is going to be playing on the night. So.
Now I am curious if you guys play on the off week.
Not really, just when we can all get together, pretty much. But there is going to be a bit of a gap because one of our players, Mitsuki, she is going to be away to Japan for pretty much until October.
Lucky.
No kidding. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Getting another drink. It does not help when you have really bad sinuses. And you're doing a lot of talking. The one just returned. You've been busy bringing down the tower and producing keys to destroying the rest of them.
Not playing DD also doesn't help.
Yeah. You should be proud. Those warden scales of yours are what made this whole adventure possible. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we see you all off, respect our respective posts. Dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition in the form of the Isabel contingent. The very suggestion that we send some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid until garments has made me rather unpopular in some quarters. Please smile. Sadly not, though I'll do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Excuse me. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight. Where words serve me better than a blade. Hate to say it, but Lord Troy, struggles is mine and my own. For the time being, we can best offer you is the peace of mind from knowing your sins in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Yozbrod, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers your cause is just. Thank you, both of you. Meet again! Word of your exploit travels quickly. What I gather, protective talismans you obtained led to the information of your expeditionary force. My contribution on occasion is a minor one. Being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garland. Fate to be on my side. So you're not coming with us? Strange. We'll strike at this. I do. The Templari have laid waste to my homeland and saved my people. But through every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone will place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garland into chaos. But I travel there and give my countrymen ample cause to question my motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may indeed celebrate the return of a former goddess and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. Delivery people from home is your steed. Well, it's worth you have gratitude. You and your comrades have strength and courage to live in my country. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstance, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may be defected for political reasons, my love for Garland endures. I'll stop at nothing to protect you and your people. Well said. When I see you escort our friends inside. Finally, bump into an old acquaintance or two. If I don't see you again, depart, but if you protect you, all of you. Pardon me? Ooh, what's this? Other members of the contingents are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform you of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the next, dungeon in time. I really don't.
By the 12.
Holy. Huh. Well, they got a lot of people.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
No way! Oh.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall. Together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must.
Hey!
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction. With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabad contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolain? Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
This guy can't be serious. Dare say offensive, but maybe this doesn't mean nothing to do.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the Shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
You mean...
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Yep, that's them.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire.
I still have not done Dalmasca. The, raids.
I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good.
The greater good.
It won't be easy. But we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlund Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So, it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Well... Sorry. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I know it's the third one in a row, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Alright. Besides the incident here, the Marsh and several of the tribes have offered assistance of their own. Unfortunately, due to the physiology, many would struggle simply to survive the harsh climate of Isbert. They would also likely provide tempting targets to abduction by the temple. Of this incident, they better aid the cause by bolstering our defenses in yours, though eagerness to do so is minute. You few shall have to suffice ere we embark. We may distribute rewarding scales to our comrades, coaches of the others. We heard it would take cold gauntlet to compare. Well, the talismans. Keep this close at all times, yes? I'll see to it that no one misplaces theirs. Ah, and before I forget, I have a message from Hein. The distant lands, in times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. Hey Wraith, how you doing? I hope you've done as much justice. Doma, like much of the other land, has been plagued by towers.
Doing well.
Yet, while he could not be here, he wished to express his shared conviction. Hein and Yuri labor without rest to unite the people with their aid to keep the enemy at bay. I mean, the step in the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war.
I am going to attach to Wraith.
Alright. All I can imagine is just Weiss being like a cat, just like magnetically just clinged Wraith's. Hi. Yes. So these are the famed warden skills. Now for me and my men, I see. Under circumstances, I would not be allowed to travel outside the 12's route. The Elder Seeds
Accurate.
The Elder Seeds here, however, has granted me special permission. She's bid me to lend my magic to the people of Garland, while learning all I can in their ways. And so
okay, do I want to level Viper or Picto?
Well, I got Picto at level 84 right now, and Viper's at 83, so I'm kind of leveling them both up. I also need to level my red mage up, so... She has bid me to lend my magic to people of government while learning all I can of their ways, and doing so I will come closer to understanding myself and my place in the world. Or so she says. I say it's past time our allies benefited from our power of the Seedseer's disposal. Someone will let me hide a light under a bushel behind to address the criticism. Yeah, you got something for us. Ah, scales everyone's been talking about. Pretty little things, aren't they? I can only worth a gill or two.
Streams every Sunday through Wednesday at 7 p.m. UCT.
But we'll hold on to that for now. One more thing. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't they send the Ezra instead? Bugger fine now. All the Admiral and the Captain told me was that they needed someone to help safeguard the future. Here I am. Can't say they haven't had a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what a good part it is on dry land. We live in some of the snow of all places. Well, we will clearly
Parliament in session. Join my Discord. HTTPS Discord GGYZ9GHVVVEC.
Do whatever it needs to do. So let's set sail. How the sail goes on airships. About to say. So the warning scales I spy. I don't know what they look like. Oh, look at these! Even a layman like me can tell a person that they all better to fend off the tippering waves. Is that the right term? Anyway, this will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain whatever is waiting for us to come. Only way to find out, eh? And have a small, watching through all the... If it probably can't put Zenith back in the grave for the books. We came quickly as we could. We couldn't follow our example and devastate the teleporter with full extent of our powers. Going out for your brothers, Lucy, we will return soon enough. It is Terry! Just it's in no small part to you that the manufacturer's future is doing brighter than ever, my friend. It's a report that I and a handful of my colleagues have been selected to join the contingent. A few from the Greetings, Terry. Time has come for us Marines to show our valor in the battlefield. Warden scales for the Ashoran Ishgardian delegation, I take it. Many thanks. These chances may provide to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Garland, simply the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard. I'm willing to throw my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. Now I need a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. Doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Emmerich. Do not have me put my existing knowledge and foremost ties to good use. I want to support it. The future of Ishgard, Garland, and the world at large, will lead us to the victory. Get one on the scale for me too. Thank you for this. You've done for such incredible things to the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice, if I may. You've been told me to wear the cold of my country. I cannot stress enough that this is no token warning. I'll be distributing specially made warm tinctures, courtesy of the Alchemist Guild. But understand that they have no substitute for weapon protection. I'll leave the precision is set protection to your discretion. Now, let's proceed to the Alamagan Quarter. While making final preparations, I will have the pilots ready their airships. It's our last chance to make ready before we set forth. Don't worry about Orion and I. We still have what we wore in the Garland before. Justinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent fair time up north recently, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing the Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style. not to put too fine point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead among those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking. You stole girl? Yes, absolutely. High five. We are at a bond. We are connected. You understand my plight. Hark! Is that the cry of the scions in need of a tailor, I hear? Totaro! But how? I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Hillsborough without telling me? Nothing escapes my notice. I like it. It's cute. Now you will wear these garments I made for you, whether you like it or not. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion, rather the pursuit of the highest qualities of fashion. Besides, how can I expect to destroy my creations if I've never worn them myself? Well, got a point. Ah, I did have one other thing to share. Vegas and Blawunda have finally returned their assignments in the faraway lands. I'm staying at the Rising Stones for a while. Keep an eye on events throughout the years here. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlian? Well, why not? You can keep Kyle company in Ascendant Index. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Arangus and Blawunda did a fine job carrying on with your steed while we were laying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, you have nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Although, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because there's someone who shall remain nameless is in a position to transport a soul to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, I will be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and I'll make my way to Charlene. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm, Goblin. Not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep this contingent waiting any longer. Here are your winter woolies, crafted by yours truly. Nice! Haha! You look awesome!
Check out this glam.
Oh, that looks nice! Ha 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 ha! Absolutely awesome.
I am enjoying the dual dye channels.
Yeah, I haven't really had much looking at it. Huh?
I think most of the gear that has 2 channels is from DT, so that makes sense.
Yeah. There, now it looks more like Santa Claus. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be wearing it. I'm told that the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go separate raids. Do be careful, won't you? I want to finally meet you. We have the Guardian all over.
Enjoy the solo duty.
Yeah. Ferrying you and your contingent through the mountains to the Dark. For many of us, it'll be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious family was always a more notable imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of the expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there's what we want to do with further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, I will start the engines. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it in time for the next dungeon, unfortunately.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
We go to Russia.
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius. The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus' death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald. The very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Where's Stola? I want to see what she's wearing.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Blue light special. Oh no, 30. Okay, he looks awesome.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Miss Stoller always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. A blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
His outfit looks awesome.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
I'm playing Tancred. Ah, dang it! Mission seems ready.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count. Damn, spotted.
Oh.
spotted. This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
that was surprisingly easy.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
A few moments later, at the rear of the caravan.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Ooh, I love that!
Fighters! Protect the others! A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
I've been itching for a good scrap. You lot all right back there?
We're fine and ready for more.
Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Meanwhile, on the front line. You see what the stove's wearing? Okay, that's cute. Like it.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
Do my part.
That's Virgilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Sorry, I'm late. I love it.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
have them now! Forward!
for the sun!
Huh. Thank you.
A worthy adversary! Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu had too.
Poor guy.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
Abuzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Sorry. Despite the obstacles we face, our plan proceed at pace. Just a little further, we reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss course of action with Lucia. Which one has you Stella and Graham to join us in the building to northeast of camp? I'll say and I'll meet you there. Meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head's cleared. Truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. Yes, thick with the palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, and holy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much as I like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Aether flows unnecessarily towards it, converging to a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping anchor my senses here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. I'm pleased to know that most of the Tempest have been quartered inside nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt considering the civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since. One would expect them to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's also that everyone fled the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me that they had left far too many useful possessions behind. Although it's no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was thinking of that. You mentioned a meeting. I'll make my way there. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. Everyone's here when we get.
Our present situation is as follows.
Oh, thank goodness.
Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spell.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose there's nothing else that needs to be doing. Ice fields? I love ice fields! Oh wait, no I don't.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
good if this is cold with Tataro's clothing. If it's this cold with Tataro's clothing, I dread to think how we fare without it. Just remember to thank you when we meet. Makes me realize, too, well, the people of Gollum have spent their whole lives in conditions like these. They'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them quickly. Oh, hello, chums! Been given some usefulness, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you asked, we're to scour the Ilbine Rhine for survivors. What? Wander around the ice fields off chance you find some. You take forever to finish the job without benefits of my expertise. Specifically, my telescope! Come, friends, I know it is what we own in our search. I'll probably regret this, but may as well keep on. Aha! First one. I spy the man in the telescope. Massive sheep thing. Maybe that's a cow. Not what we're after, either way. Is that an ether current? Ah, no, this is wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over there? Hang on. What? Stop mistaking it. It's a girl! Possibly. Survivor, show me. Over there, behind that tree. Looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She'd never even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. I'll fetch it one with that. I don't think it's a girl. She'll be long gone by the time we get anyone near here. But should we be able to follow her footprints? I'll let Lucia know where you're headed. Oh, and take these warm tinctures with you. Probably almost return to the Baron if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. You won't need someone for yourself. No, I'll be fine. That's my own chivalry, it's my own mountains, I do know this. Lest we forget, the very reason we are here to protect those in need. Now go! And Godspeed! Getting closer, I'm sure of it. First, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't even look like it's been open in some time. Might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. But again, it's also possible she ran past the place. Would you mind searching up ahead? The heck is that? Girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Okay. Dang it! Ugh! She tricked me! I'm here by a random chocobo in a fancy get-up. Aha! Finally! Hello! Ah! Who are you? Step back. This house is packed with explosive. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. Awful. This is my sister Alice. We're good friends with Terry. And our good friend Terry. We have no intention of hurting you or taking anything from you or anything else. I give you my word. We and our comrades just came to provide aid to the people of Garland. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Tempori are the ones to blame. And the ones who laid waste to Garland, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who've been made their thralls. Poor souls now under our care was striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we met who wasn't already enslaved. How are you able to escape Tori's influence? Are there others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? Hi. My name is Licinia. As for how I managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night. The roar. The terrible roar. The screams. I was screaming too. I think I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought maybe the fighting had stopped, so I slipped outside. That's where I saw him that day. Around. Past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. I was too mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers. I didn't stay to watch. As I fled, far as my legs could take me. Do you have a family here? Is there home? No. This is Victor Spoils. Mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making it up. I just wanted to keep everyone safe. I didn't know if you were... Truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. Better tell the others first. Wait here. This is everyone. Cinia says you can be trusted. This is just for times. We fools let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, we would provide means with heating the place. Heat the place, sign goodwill. Perhaps we can take you at your word. It's too much to ask, leave us be. Time to put my fire gathering skills to good use. To provide sparkling magic, I'll say. Sorry, hold on a second. fine plan in no time. Maybe we'll do the gazebo. What? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, to each will. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that happened. Now that you're here, perhaps I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite the sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave the space around for the fire for the others. Yes, sorry. Just... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more missions, and I've already done... Six counting this one. As you can tell, there are a few far worse state than me. We're planning on to look somewhere for warmer or more food. And we're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Whoa. Shoot that frostbite through balance, but it'll take time for the fire to do its work. Now should be a good occasion to use Amelia's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Make sure everyone gets one. Numbness has begun to subside, though I suspect that once fire dies, it will return to with a vengeance. Warming tincture? Never heard of such a thing? No, I'm trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it seems that absurd after what's happened. Ruins now. Few buildings still stand off for more than your meager protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification, magic tech that sustained us come grinding to a halt. What Machina remains is operational cannot run for lack of good ceruleum. Of course, Australia, engines is full of stuff. For the good does us. No one here knows first thing about extractions or refinement. All's well. Yes, never better. What sweet liberation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Twas a joke, If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet. Alas, my tears would freeze on my cheeks as they fell. I'm blessed to bear witness to the fall of a great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live as puppets of the flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemon was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose to the silvered remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they suffered mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing fragment of stone and metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. Hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten of their kindness. But I knew better than plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not consciousness preserved. Now we wait for my fellow cowards for our final judgment. What do you want? Hmm? Attention! May as well drink, I suppose. This? It's radio. You have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. Quite different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality of components crafted by the finest ores, sourced from the locust and ruins, that is. Not all the east sources, capital found in ruins. People at the broadcasting stations must have either fled or ended up like the others, because we've all been hearing the same music, played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon. Ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland. We may have founded an empire with a frozen waste, but we've always hoped to take back what was once ours. It's a solemn reminder that, though we may suffer great hardship, bad days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives. He speaks to us through our radios. Cunning strategy, faking his murder. Must foreseen the catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself. That may one day make a triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Alright, that unfortunately is going to do for tonight. I'm over my 3-hour mark, and I have some work to do with the intro for the D&D's campaign we got going on. So stay tuned for announcements, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I deeply appreciate every single one of you, especially Weiss and Wraith. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It really helped. If you like this video and want to see more content, please feel free to hit that follow button. Make sure your notification bell is on. That being said, my normal stream days are Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, guys. Don't forget. Except for D&D nights, which is going to be at 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time. I have a YouTube account. It is under the same name, spelled exactly the same. Check it out. I archive all my videos at the end of every week, so if you see anything you like that I have not completed, let me know, and I will work on it. I also do have a Discord as well. Link is down in the description. Feel free to join that, please, if we can have people active in it. Not just join, but actually active in it. I will consider doing a community night. So tomorrow, I might be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Gonna try and get to the next dungeon. If not, I don't honestly know. I have no idea. I really do not. We'll see. And Wednesday possibly will be with Abake playing Sea of Thieves. If not, then we'll see where it goes. It's basically just a here I'll try to figure out what's going on type deal. It's standard protocol, honestly. And also, don't forget, next Monday, the 9th, we are going to be continuing on with the Odyssey of Tyros. So, woo! I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it, and I am needing to work on the intro, the new intro. It should be pretty. I like it so far. It needs some touch-ups, but it's pretty good. Let's find someone to raid. Who do we got? Who's on? Show me. Show me who's here. Pixel! Yeah, Pixel Kid. She plays Final Fantasy XIV as well. Ooh! I think she is still in Heavensward, possibly? I don't know. Either way, we're going to join her. I hope. Start rating, please. Why will it not? Click! Okay, it will not let me raid. Why will you not let me raid? Okay, then let's try Vady. No, he's about to... Okay. Yeah, let's try Vady. It will not let me raid. What the heck? Why will you not let me raid? Why can I not raid? Oh well. Maybe I'll figure it out later. Once again, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Same owl time, same owl channel. So long. Thanks for all the fish.